Well, I have to go back to end of stay in '66 because at that time the president of AFS told us 3,000 students that of course we'd like you to be volunteers for AFS when you continue your lives, but furthermore it's most important that you in your lives with your families but also in your professional life that you have the spirit of AFS with you and then make it a better word in all these different professions. And one of us was actually Per Unckel, and he became the Minister of Education. So now I come to the answer. That actually we have had many ministers who you've heard and seen some of the diplomats as well, and they've had an impact on our legal laws and the formality within the Swedish school system. And I was a proud Swedish AFS to the World Congress in Switzerland with a message from Beatrice Ask and Per Unckel, both ministers of education, and could tell about the curriculum in Sweden that was given in '94. And there is no limit. I have to tell you, this is the story. There is no limit what teachers can do in school to improve. And the answer is that you need to go into the teacher's education. I think AFS could give lot of things into the teacher's training, because if you get it there, it's so much easier to see the connection between a subject and these mission that we all feel so strongly for. That's one thing, but as I said, the principal is the boss in school, and unless we recognize that we need to have a connection with the bosses, we cannot impact any AFS stories in the school system. So we need to focus on who do we contact, but also where can we actually make a difference in the school system, because the governmental things are pretty good on the AFS aspect. Then, of course, I agree that, yes, everybody should be able to go abroad and you could have all these exchanges between universities and so forth. Yes, that's great. Actually, another prominent politician, Gabriel Romanus, once said in a speech that he would like each child in Sweden to get a certain amount of money to be able to spend a year abroad, because that would be a benefit for the nation. It would come back in money-wise. But I don't think anyone else has continued that speech on the political side, but I agree on that too as well. But coming back to school, yes, of course, there are so many things you can do within the school, but unfortunately, the teachers are not trained. And if they're not trained in the educational school for teachers training, then it's very hard for the teachers to go ahead and work with it.